YouTube, I'm gonna send you guys over into the other stream. So give me 1 second here. Once I figure out how to do this. Man, they do not make this crap easy. Customization, add redirect to here, save, and boom. Okay. Woo. Oh my god, what do we get today? Nice. Okay, fusion here. Oh, I don't have enough for Artor yet. We're close. We get his last one in a couple of days. Free stuff. Is there any use for Helga or Ruzit, especially after Evolve? Not really. They've just been power crept by other better units, unfortunately. I mean, they still have use in their original role, but not so much anymore. You take care, Joanna. Appreciate you being here. Okay, I am freaking close. I just need to get to here and I'm done with this fusion event. I'm not going for the 4 or 5 star souls. I think they aren't necessary and I will waste too much of my stuff. I did pull a unit that I'm pretty excited about, so much so that I might have gone and spent a little something buying an upgrade for her. Where is she here? Brand new level. Where did she go? Hey. Where did you go? There you are. Allure. So, I think she's going to solve some problems for me, and this should rank her up and help me progress in the... Yeah, 464 tourney points. Awesome. Okay, does that get me the stuff that I need? Surely not this button. Let's see. Oh, it's a tourney, not the events tab. Wow. 40, 80. Oh my god, that's going to take a while. Great googly moogly. Okay. I was hoping that would have pushed me further in that tournament than it did. What are some of the things you love about Epics, about Raid that's not in Epic 7? Oh my god, Silver. So first thing is they have this thing called Faction Wars, which is something that Raid or that Epic 7 really should do. It's this repeatable rotating content. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Tower of Automation, but it changes every single day and a faction opens up and there's rewards and drops and gears and it pulls off of only specific factions. So like this one, I can only use heroes that are in the Demon Spawn faction. And the other one that's open is the Shadowkin faction. So imagine like if they had like a Tower of Automation style content where there was rewards and crafting material and gear and Molagor that you could get, but you could only use, say, I don't know, you could only use Rangers, or you could only use people that are from Nadalon, or you could only use Nocturnes, or you could only use Acolytes, right? And it just is a really neat way to force unique synergies. And they just they're coming out with a hard mode version of this too, which is still far away. And once you do it enough, You gather enough points from doing it. Eventually, they give you basically the equivalent of an ML5 for free. A really, really good ML5 at the end of it. Another thing that I would love for Epic 7 to do, this is their Abyss. This is the Abyss, and you see what it says right here? Resets in 2 weeks. Every month they reset the Abyss, and they reset the rewards in it, and you can go in and do it again, and they make the fights a little bit different. Which is great, all right? How cool, I mean, you do, Abyss is one and done content. How cool if, like, after you beat it, and you know, maybe the first time you go through it's the harder one, and now you can go in and just hit specific floors. The rewards are different. Maybe you climb the whole thing, maybe you hit specific floors, and you can grind new and unique stuff. And they put, you know, different bosses throughout. I think that's really nice, that there's always a little something to do, and they have a hard mode for the Abyss as well. So, same number, more floors. There's a 120 floors, but there's 120 floors twice, easy mode and hard mode. We get 120 floors, one and done, and you never go back again. And it just feels like such a terrible waste to have all that PV sitting there and they don't do anything with it. And then they have Cursed City, which is kind of like combining Abyss and Faction Wars, where you go in and you've got to chase through the different fights, and each one is conditional. Like, you know, like this fight, you can only take heroes from a certain faction. This height, you can only take heroes from a certain element. Here, you got to fight 2 bosses. One's a fire boss, one's an ice boss, and you got to build a team centered around that. And we're really going to limit you, because not only do you have to fight these double bosses, but you can only use certain factions to do it. And, you know, it's key based, so it doesn't even take stamina to do this. They have Siege, which is kind of like a clan versus clan that we have, but they also have clan versus clan where it is just reward based. It's whoever. Imagine if they did a Guild Wars, but the Guild Wars was based on being active. Like, you get guild points for farming Wyvern or exploring the Abyss or getting AP points, and the guilds that get the most of certain things get points towards their guild, and they give you insane personal payouts and loots for being the more active guild. And whether you win or lose, you still get a shit ton of payouts. You just don't get all the best payout. For Arena, they've got regular Arena like we're used to, regular RTA like we're used to, but they also have a tag team arena, which is like the 3v3 arena. I'm not a huge fan of the 3v3 arena, but if you do it, you get these gold bars, and you can use these gold bars to buy Molagora fragments that will eventually let me get a 5-star hero. Imagine RTA actually like paying you stuff, actually having a reward tree just for doing RTA. If you win, these are the things that you get from winning. And if you just do fights, these are the things that you get. Imagine RTA actually having rewards for participating. That's wild, right? An RTA shop? I can't. So yeah, there's a lot of things that they do right. Now, some of the things that they don't do right, Epic 7's summoning system is a lot more gentle. This game doesn't really have pities. The rates aren't nearly as good, but the game is much more generous about giving you heroes for free. Being able to grind out, doing fusion events. Right now, they let the community vote on who would be a unit you would like to see. What skills would you like to see a 5-star unit have? And the community voted on skills they would like a 5-star unit to have. And instead of just selling the community that unit, they said, we're going to do an event where as long as you log in every day during this month, you will get the stuff, and then you can go in here and you will be able to summon the unit for free. Just giving it to you for free, and he's going to have the skills that the community voted on. So he's literally a community designed hero for free, a 5-star hero. They just give it to you just for logging in. And all of the mats to fully awaken them and power them up. Now, for those, you do have to grind a bit, but if you saved up for it, you can get it. I just think that's cool as shit. I wish Epic 7 would do things like that. It would be so cool. How does the summoning work? These are basically Covenant bookmarks. These are 3 to 5 star galaxy summons. There is no light and dark. There's just moonlight. There's just void. Voids are all MLs. So they've got RGB and dark. They don't have any light. And voids are just what do you call it? No elemental advantage or disadvantage. And then sacreds are basically 4 to 5 star RGB summons. And then the primal will give you a chance for a mythical, which is a tier of heroes that Epic 7 doesn't really have. But they're crazy rare, and if you get them, it totally changes your game. And I should be saving these, but screw it. I'll show you how we do a summon. And if it's a blue, then it's a 3 star. Purple is a 4 star. 3 stars are rare. 4 stars are epic. 5 stars are legendary. I like the ninjas. A1 skill. She has a 25% chance to steal 5% of the turn meter. So turn meter is CR, so she steals some CR. And attacks all enemies before placing a 25% increased accuracy buff. So she gives a hit chance buff to everybody. And decreases the turn meter of all enemies by 15%. So she's got a CR reduction. So she steals CR and she has a CR reduction. And she's got a 50-50 shot of a slow debuff. Kind of meh. Reviews probably are... Well, the reviews aren't that bad. Faction Wars, of course. She's going to, any specialist is good in Faction Wars. Arena makes sense since she steals CR. That's really about it, kind of. And Fire Knight because of the CR reduction, sure. Well, probably because of the slow debuff. Let's do one more. Get a legendary. Big yellow flash. Big yellow flash. Hospitaller. You look really, really basic. All right. I should not have spent those summons. You want to save your summons for a special summon event. They do special summon events all the time where it's like double your chance to get a 5 star. If you summon 25 times, you're guaranteed this 5 star. It's how I got the Mad Hatter. There's one where if you did 15 of the 4 to 5 star summons, you're guaranteed a unit, and that's how I got my my Mad Hatter, who is cool as hell. Check this guy out. I'm totally dressing up as this guy for Halloween. 100%. I'm gonna make the hat. I'm gonna make the coat. He does this cool, creepy ass dance. This is the guy that got me excited about the game, to be honest with you. I loved the Hatter. Okay, so what can we do with Allure? Let's see. Let's take you to the tavern. Can I awaken you? There you go. Need some of these. Okay. Here. So this is the Spirit Altar, basically. Raid has a combo Spirit Altar, right? There's the RGB Spirit Altars and then the ML Spirit Altar, but you got to combine it with these arcanes. So they add an extra layer to the Spirit Altar. I'm not a huge fan of that. It just slows things down. You can farm in the Minotaur's Labyrinth to get these scrolls, and the scrolls will let you unlock masteries. Every single hero has a skill tree on it, and that's kind of a neat layer for customization. So although all the heroes have the same skills and the hero that you have is going to have the same skills the hero I have, you can tweak them differently, which adds an infinite layer of complexity to it, right? This is my mastery tree for Sun Wukong. I build him offense and defense. He's just for arena as a nuker, but he's got some skills where he can strip debuffs and he can stun. I could easily have said instead of defense, I could have gone into the support side because I'm maxed out. You see, this is all I could do. Now I could reset it and start over. First reset's for free, and then you got to pay diamonds or gems, basically sky stones, to reset it. But you can tweak it, and you know this is like this skill right here. Increase speed by 8 for each dead ally. Increases chances of placing a debuff from skills or artifacts by 5%. So whatever artifact I'm wearing, I can increase my chance to debuff. You can decide if you want to go all attack base or if you want to go crit chance base. You can decide if you want to have crit damage boosted up or if you want to use the skill where he gives them basically a 60% chance for a built-in Daydream Joker for nuking bosses. Probably going to be better for fighting in arena, going to be better for fighting in boss fights. So I do think I'm going to reset him since I'm using him more in arena than in boss fights and get off of this skill and onto this skill, but it lets you tweak and build in very unique ways. And the other thing that's very unique about this is the gear sets that you can put on these guys. There are, let me shrink it down. Look at all the different kinds of gear sets there are. And this isn't even a quarter of them. This is just the gear sets that I own. There's other ones that you can craft, other ones that you find at high levels of gameplay. I think the last one I counted, there was over 50 different gear sets. Now, most of them are just combinations, right? Like, you got your standard set, like your resistance set, your accuracy set, your crit damage set, your crit chance set, all the basics, right? But, then there's damage increases as HP decreases. So the lower your HP gets, the harder you hit with a Fury set. Chance to place a Hex debuff, a debuff that doesn't even exist, doesn't even have an equivalent in Epic 7. Chance to freeze. 50% chance, 5% turn meter for each debuff received. The more debuffs you're wearing, the more CR push you get. Somebody puts 5 debuffs on you, you're getting 25% CR push every single turn. So, it's all kinds of different sets. And then they have weird ass sets like like the perception set. Check this out. Where can I see this? Wait, it's not. Who has a piece of perception gear? Oh no, pinpoint set. Yeah. Pinpoint set, it's a 9-piece set. And the more pieces you have, the more bonuses you get. I've got 3 pieces of pinpoint on, so I get these. If I put a 4th piece on, I'll get this bonus too. So you can have, there's 2-piece sets, there's 3-piece sets, there's 4-piece sets, and then there's these weird 9-piece sets. So you have so much different interaction and integration between sets, so you can build specific for the content you're trying to overcome and change the gear for specific set bonuses. Now, I mean, a good 50% of the gear sets are kind of useless or obsolete or not very good in the game, but for building niche situations, that's pretty cool. And with 9 pieces of gear, it really lets you load out unique builds. Hey, Urgent, thank you for the sub, buddy. I appreciate it, man. 11 months. Damn. Thank you so much. Oh, and upgrading. When you want to go and upgrade something, it just costs silver. There's no charms, there's no gear charms. You don't have to farm gear charms. You just spend, Epic 7's equivalent of gold. Just spend silver. Which makes the silver pinch, the gold pinch in this game significantly more brutal. Nice. Double accuracy. Then in Epic 7, you're always starved for gold and silver. Well, not gold, but silver. The equivalent of gold. You're always starved in this game for it. Which is why you want to do Faction Wars, because one of the best things you can do is crafting Resilience Set, because Resilience Set is terrible. Absolutely terrible. And that's why you want to craft it, because it's so bad. Because it sells for a butt ton of gold. So, yeah, even though it's kind of terrible, you can sell it for the gold. But Perception, on the other hand, it's a speed set and a hit set rolled into one. I do need to go and do... Hey, Urgent. Yes, but no. I've been an official for Raid for a couple of months now. Oh, well, I guess I just... What is this? Do I want to pin this rarity? If you pin this rarity, then flip a common or rare. Your streak won't be reset. What did I get, though? I guess we'll pin it. Hope I didn't do this wrong. Do you have any idea how this works, Wolf? Am I screwing this up? I need more fate coins. Okay. I never mess with these deck of fates. They never seem to pay out. Let me see. You get three of a color to get a prize. Killer. Need to go do some arena. This team's a lot stronger than me. Like, a lot stronger than me, but he's got no speed boost. So if I go first, I think I can overwhelm him. If you start green and then flip blue, it asks you if you want to swap to blue. Gotcha. Do I have a guild? Yes. Mad Metal Wolves. Oh, we went first. Oh, shit. He survived my... Oh, my God. Get him, Alice. This is the unit you got, right, Wolf and Roses? Ugo? Ugo's freaking awesome. Speed tune it so that your Ugo goes right before your Alice and just rip people apart. Here, watch, turn this auto off. So, see that? She goes first, and she put defense break. Missed it on these two because, of course, she did. But I got defense break on these two units, and then Alice goes right behind with her AoE. Blammo! It's too good. Freaking Loki is a problem. No Alice, but Ugo into Gallic. Still. Yeah, same thing. Ugo into your cleaver. Yeah, my guild. I think we just kicked some inactives, so we should have rooms for you. Metal Mad Wolves. Just search for it. There's 2 spots open. Just free to join in if you want. This is Garo's shop, the market. No. Don't have any tokens. Buy more stamina when I need it. Guild shop. Okay. Freaking Loki. Every time it's Loki. Blammo! Oh my God, they lived. I really need to beef up my Alice. GG. Loki's a pain in the butt, isn't he? Hikatoon's scary. Hikatoon's really fast. And he's freaking got her. He's got souls into her, too. He's got a lot. There's a wolf in sheep's clothing here. This team, I bet I get cleaved. I bet this team eats me alive. Jesus Christ. Oh, God. Loki locked all my skills. See the little padlock? It means I don't get to do anything but S1s. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That went as I expected. I knew better. I knew better, and I hit it anyway. Ooh, freebie. Rector's really nice. I think you're going to lean on Ugo more than Rector, though. I was running Ugo and Rector for the longest time. This a-hole right here. Oh my God. Just avoid fighting the Death Knight. It's too insane. Oh, good. Out of tokens. Okay. Summon 3 champions? Don't mind if I do. Yes. Ugo's so good, people build 2 over Wolf. Win campaign battle. I gotta do my dailies. Gotta win campaign battle 7 times. Who am I leveling up? This is the wolf guy, right? Oh, yeah. We're definitely leveling you up. And I'll take this guy. So let me go in and interrupt this because I need to do my faction wars and I can't multi-battle while I'm doing that. If I wasn't going on vacation, I'd get another shard pack. Be careful, Wolf. Be careful. This game really is strong with the FOMO. They know how to get you to spend. You gotta be very careful with this game. It'll eat you up. Is that enough? No, I need to win 7 times. That's 2/4. This is another thing that they do that I kind of wish Epic 7 would do, right? Is they have a thing called super raids where it's effectively running it twice. Like imagine you could push a button and it costs double the stamina and you get double the rewards. So you can quick battle 10 times and it's the same as quick battling 20 times. I would love to be able to do that in E7. 246 one more time. Yeah, I hate fighting the Ultimate Death Knight. Brutal. Yeah, I agree, Big. You get just enough to make it feel like you need to buy one more thing. is Bat or Wolf Boy? Here we go. Really? I don't have any more 4 stars? Annoying. Yeah, Wolf, especially in Canada, the exchange rate's kind of brutal there. Okay, let's go get my ass kicked in Faction Wars, where I do not have any of these factions really built. Is there any chance I can do this one? None of these assholes have gear. I think I lose, but we'll try it. Game swaps to US dollars sometimes for some reason. Weird. They have multi-battles like that in Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis. Really? I've never played that. Okay, one down. Don't kill me. Okay. Petrified. Good, good. Holy crap, I think I'm going to beat it. With my ungeared... Never mind, I'm getting killed. Oh, shit, yeah. Got a Molagora book. Weird thing with the E7 client is it's in US dollars, but on my phone it's in Canadian. Yeah, it may be Wolf. Epic 7's just treating North America like one country. Something else that Raid doesn't do that Epic 7 does a lot more is both games have freaking it costs gold to unequip stuff, and I hate that. But Raid's doing an entire month-long unequip event, which is crazy. Epic 7's like, here's unequip for like 2 days, and I kind of hate that. I don't see why either game should have paid unequip. I mean, not in 2025. The games are old enough that both of them just need to get rid of unequip cost. It's just consumer unfriendly to have it anymore. Excuse me. Yeah, it is. It gets people to spend, and that's why they do it, but I hate it. It either gets them to spend or it gets them to grind, because you got to grind to be able to get the resources. So, yeah. Yeah, it just doesn't make logical sense, does it, Arcanum? Doesn't make sense at all. I think that would be my biggest complaint about both games, is that there's an unequipped cost. There just doesn't have to be. There's plenty of other ways to get them to convince us to grind and take our money. It's an antiquated system that just shouldn't exist in 2025. I will say this though, because of how poor the gacha rates are and how overpowered some of the top end units are, it does make PvP in this game very pay to win. So if you play these kind of games because you like the competitive PvP side, probably isn't the game for you unless you don't mind spending. But from a PvE angle, I think it blows Epic 7 away for the variety and diversity of PvE in this game. There's so much to do. I'm not even going to be able to get through a quarter of it tonight before I need to crash out. And just about everything there is to do in this game, there is also a hard mode or a nightmare mode on it. Like in Epic 7, we got like, you can do Labyrinth once a month, you can do Auto Tower once every couple of weeks, and Holo Trials once every 2 weeks, and that's it. Just your hunts, your rift, your daily grind stuff. There's no compelling, rewarding PvE to do in a raid. It's nonstop, and they always put out events. Hell, there's like 17 events in this month alone to like get you to do things, reward you for grinding certain content, maybe grind it a certain way. Imagine if Epic 7 did a, hey, if you grind Wyvern this week and you only use 4-star units, you get triple payout. And if you don't use 4-star units, you still get normal payout, but you'll get triple payout if you do it. And we'll give the top 5 people that grind the most Wyvern, we'll give them some extra Molagora. Just always doing weird little fun in-game tourneys like that. And so you don't get absolutely just destroyed by like whales and stuff. The tournament brackets are all based on people at your own power level. So you're put into tournament brackets along with people who are similar skill to you. So you've got a legitimate shot at getting into the top scores as long as you compete well. Oh, yeah. There's a lot that when I talk to the developers at E7, there's a lot of stuff I'm like, this is what Raid's doing, and it's something you guys should consider doing because it's pretty fucking cool. Monthly Abyss reset, right, Damon? That would be huge. One second. Gotta restart my stuff over here. Ooh, 40 carrots. Do you think they would ever do that? They've surprised me with a lot of stuff. I think it would just be in their best interest to do it, yeah. Okay, out of keys to do faction wars for these guys. Now I need to do... Oh, see? Molagora. Nice. Oh my god. I don't know if I can do this one. You have gear, and I think you're the only one with gear. And nobody else is even leveled. This guy's just gonna kick my ass. We'll give it a try, but I don't think it'll end well. I would love for event hunts to be that way, or hunt events to be that way, right, Arcanum? I mean, instead of just like this week it's double gold drop, here's some leafs and some burning passion packs. I mean, how cool would it be if they did a leaderboard tournament for it where just participation gave rewards? And we got one going on right now. Let me get through this fight. Let me get my ass kicked here and I'll show it to you. Oh my god, this is doomed. Okay, we're just gonna get out of this while we can. Tap fear for combat tips. They'll probably say, how about you put gear on your units? So tournaments right now, there's the Ice Golem tournament, which is literally just like Golem in Epic 7. Like, as far as the gear it drops, a couple really decent pieces, but largely some of the crappier pieces. But if you participate in this tournament just by grinding it, you get points based on the gear drops. And, you know, really good crafting mats, sky stones. These are currency for the current event that's going on right now. I can use this currency towards the other event that's going on. And depending on where you land, I'm 14th place right now, which means, you know, I ain't going to get shit at the end of the tournament. But if I score up well, you know, there's free gear, there's sky stones, gems, all kinds of stuff. Oh, God. How can I push deeper in this? Now I'll just run this team real quick. I'm gonna fire up a little piece of software here called RSL Helper. Give me just a second. Oh, it just crashed on me. What the hell? Do I want to update? Yes. Updating. There we go. Hey, Wolf, have you been running the Hell Hades artifact extractor? I just fired it up right here. Fire this up, you click update to website and a live refresh, and right here's all my champions with all their gear. And I can go, you can't see because it's off the screen right now, but if I go over, there's a team optimizer button, and I tell it I want to beat the Ice Golem, and I would really like to beat, what am I on right now? I think I'm on stage 22. I really want to beat stage 23. 23, find teams, and wow. Really? It only found 2 teams for it, huh? That's not that's not exactly inspiring. How about stage 22? Okay, so I do have Armiger and Martyr built. I don't have Haikatoon built yet. Rectordrath and Geomancer. Don't really have a replacement for Haikatoon. I could maybe replace Katoon with Fabian though. Let's try that. Already got Geomancer on the team. I'm surprised it's not having me use Ugo, but I guess Martyr is my defense breaker. Armiger's going to be tough to keep alive, though. I started like 2 weeks ago, and I'm almost done with every content. It's already slowed down like 90%, energy starvation, etc. I'm somewhere around 106. 2 weeks? You did all that in 2 weeks, Damon? Holy shit. Did you sleep? I know why it wants me to use Armiger in this. If Armiger kills the little buddies, they aren't going to come back to life. And that'll make life a lot easier if they just stay dead. Ammo. See, they keep coming back, and that's a pain in the ass. Also like that you can move the battle around. It doesn't seem like that big of a deal, but sometimes when the hitboxes overlap, it's nice to be able to like move things in, zoom in and out a little bit to make the hitbox targeting a little easier. But that's kind of just a 3D nature that Epic 7 really couldn't integrate well. Oh my god, they killed Alice. Oh my god. This is bad. Just finish her. Finish her. Or him. Or whatever the hell it is. Whew, that was close. Okay, so let's see. It's saying use... Okay, so we use Martyr. And she's only level 50. And... ain't no way it's telling me to get rid of Alice. How are we going to get through state? How are we going to get through? It feels stupid to not take Alice. Okay. I don't think we have the damage to get through stage one, though. That's for stage 22. Stage 21. Find a team for stage 21. Incarnate, really? Really? The garbage unit that I just got before? Ain't no way. Okay, it thinks this is a key to stage 22. I just don't think I'm geared enough. I don't think I'm geared enough for this. I think it's going to end in tears, but we'll give it a try. Armiger. Wow. And Martyr. Alrighty. So far, locking them down okay. Oh my god. Geomancer's down. Draft will bring him back. Guys, we're barely doing any damage without Alice. I just don't have decent damage on this team. It's a nice lockdown team, but man, it's slow. Oh, that's grinding. Show me some Molagora. Ah. They actually put my last name when I was signing up for Hell Hades. I think I put Tristan first name and Wolf last name. Oh my god, we're still on stage 1. I mean, it's working, but it's gonna be like 20-minute runs with just like there's no real DPS on this team. I spent 600 gold carrots, got back to 61 Molagora. Yikes. I got real lucky with a 3 pull and got 30 Mola, but other than that, I haven't hit anything. I mean, I'm not free to play. I spent like 60 euros since I'm fine supporting when I get... Yeah, I don't mind spending on things that I'm having fun spending on. If it starts to make me feel like I have to spend, that's when I get a little bit salty about it, but I don't mind supporting a game that's supporting me by letting me have fun. I didn't spend a dime on Epic 7, and then they came out the Origin update, and I dropped $100 on them because they gave me at least that much worth of fun. Good lord. Hate being out of Leafs. I gotta be getting close. Hey, speaking of getting close, we're almost done with phase 1 of 3. Oh my god. How much am I down to? I've still got 160. I can't. Good timing. Round 1 done. We're on to round 2. It's only been 5 minutes. Oh my god. Anybody smell burning Ross? Whew. How many rounds do you think that fight was, Wolf? "89 rounds." This unit is so bad for the game. I'm starting to figure out my defense. Burning Ross. Ross on fire. If that's an injury belly and on 3F, I might lose this one. Nah, we good. What would take longer? Actually sitting through this fight? Ooh, look at this weird chunk of tankiness. I don't know if I have enough ass to kill this, to cleave this. We're gonna try it. You fought for somebody who forgot to put Bossarunka in the front. Crazy. Well, I'll never run out of stamina running this team, Wolf. Okay, you've got to die first because you're probably on Holy Sack. Just in case you're not on Holy Sack. Okay, good. Good. Smart move. And this kills everything. Blammo. Ilanov's gonna cleanse. So I think we have to kill Luna before she gets her ability to freak out over the back unit being dead again. We'll hit you. And defense break. Maybe. It says raid, but no raid. It's because we're in the world's longest fight, Panny. I mean, in the world's longest fight. I used HSR Helper to come up with this team, and it's working, and it's just so slow. There's no DPS. I don't think that this is the way we're going to be farming this. How's my day been? It's been hectic but good. Oh my god, guys, we're almost there. We've almost gotten to the golem. Okay, everybody say bye, Senya. And you can go to the back of the line. It is the perfect team, isn't it? Pool floaty of death. Defense break. He's down. He's down. We made it to the golem. Oh my god. I need some advice. I have 70,000 Dragoncraft mats and not even close to enough gold to craft everything. Do I craft and sell gear, I get through it, or do I farm stigma and sell for gold? The latter, Damon. The latter. I mean, just be very gear snobby about what you level up, right? Really, you know, maybe shift your simple selection up a notch and only like actually craft, you know, speed check and only go after gear that looks really good. This is going terribly. Everybody's like taking a dirt nap. I spent 10 minutes getting here and it's not going well. Oh my god. No, I don't think it's 20 minutes until the golem goes down. I think it's like about another 10 seconds until I'm dead. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh my god. What a mind-bogglingly huge waste of time that was. Yeah, so, we're not going to do that anymore. Freaking taking Alice out of the team. I'm just going to have to re-gear and figure a better way around it. It keeps giving me Seeker and Nishak for these fights, and I do have both of those guys built. It really likes Nishak for this. Should I be trying him for this? Who would I put him in place of? He's on every single suggestion. Maybe I'll try him, huh? Did you see PGR is collabing with Devil May Cry? Oh, God, why don't we have a collab yet? Why does E7 never collab? Oh my God. Hey, Wolf, did you see where Raid was like putting out feelers with random surveys asking people if they'd heard of certain IPs, you know, the kind of what they did for collabs, and one of the first ones on the list was Metalocalypse. Can you imagine Nathan Explosion in Raid? Oh yeah. I mean, it was a whole list of them, but that was the first one on the list. Is like, you have my attention. Oh, forgot to start my farm back up. Wait, where's my Alice? Oh, this is the same goddamn slow team. God damn it, game. It's because I shifted stages. No, yes. Yes, and yes. This should go a little bit faster. Man, a DMC would be a really good collab. How is it that Outer Plane got a collab and Epic 7 is sitting here in poverty? This is going a little faster, don't you think? Ooh, gold carrots. Volcanics is never going to let us live it down. Oh well. I'm tired. Today was a long day. I went out of town this weekend. Went camping with a bunch of friends. Did a whole bunch of keg stands. Did a whole bunch of fighting. Guy punched me in the tit. You ever like just do some, fighting just for fun, and the guy punches you right in the boob? I'm sore. Oh. Guy bet me 10. Never? Fight clubs are fun. Guy bet me $10 I couldn't climb onto the roof, and I was so close. I just was nervous about hanging and swinging right around to get on top of the roof. So I walked around the back, and there's a guy back there drinking beers with his friends, and the back of his truck had a freaking ladder in it. And I was like, hey, buddy, $5 if you let me borrow that ladder. So I used this ladder, climbing on the back of the roof. I stuck my head down there. I was like, woohoo, $10, bitches. They gave me the $10. I gave 5 of it to the guy with the ladder. They never knew. They never knew I used a ladder in the back. Chop. Even this is slow. Even with Alice, this is still taking like almost 6 minutes to beat this fight. You jumped off the ladder and suplexed someone? Holy shit, dude. That's hardcore. It was a long ass drive though. I got up at 5 in the morning and drove 4 hours. And then fought and drank and feasted so much food. Holy shit, there was so much food. And then, had to walk it off until I was good enough to drive, and then drove another 5 hours. And I was up for like 21 hours straight. So I basically spent all day yesterday laying on the floor, occasionally getting up to take some drugs to try to be able to move. So freaking sore, but God, it was so much fun. We didn't get to do the normal crazy stuff that we do in the evenings. It was too muddy. It had rained earlier. I wanted to play. There's a game we play. It's called Viking Football, and these are the rules for Viking Football. It's pretty simple. I draw a line in the sand, and about 100 yards away, you draw a line in the sand. And I've got to grab all of the people on your team and then drag them into my end zone. And you've got to grab all the people on my team and drag them into your end zone. And there's no rules or balls. Go. And it's crazy and violent and insane and so fucking much fun. There's a buddy of mine named Brett. And there's no ball. There's a buddy named Brett. And his Viking football name is Gravity Well. Brett is 6'7", 480 pounds. And when he sits down, you can't move him. And me and Jason had this idea to take Brett out. We were going to get him into the end zone because nobody would try to go near him because he would just like grab them by the head and carry them over and drop them in the end zone. So nobody would go near him, and he was bored that nobody was trying to challenge him, so he stood right on the edge of the end zone line, like daring people. All you gotta do is get me to take a step back and you win. So he just stood there, not moving, and I had to go and distract him a little bit while Jason got behind him. And as soon as Jason was behind him, he would get on all fours behind him, and then I would run and then just tackle him. And all I had to do is get him to take like a half step back, and he would trip over Brett and stooge fall over into the end zone, and we'd win, right? So Jason got behind him, and I run, and I do this giant sideways flying tackle leap. Now, I'm not a big guy, but I'm a $190, and I was moving at a pretty good clip. I thought for sure I could get him to take a step back if I hit him right in the chest, and he just caught me. He caught me, and then he turns around, sees Jason on the ground, and he starts kicking Jason. And he kicked him the entire 100 yards to the other end zone, kicked him into the end zone, and then threw my ass down on top of him. So we're just laying there on the ground, like, trying to figure out where it went all so horribly long. Holy shit, there's even a hard mode for this. Oh my god. Oh man, Jason thought he was clever. He stripped down to just these like spandex bicycle pants and then dumped a whole ass bottle of baby oil on himself so nobody could catch him. He was like a literal grease pig. And then there's Darius. Darius is a professional wrestler, and we all discovered that we couldn't fucking do anything with Darius because we aren't professional wrestlers, and we're all drunk out of our mind. So as soon as we grabbed him, he would like put us in some kind of arm bar and walk us all the way to the end zone while we cried like 5-year-olds with skinned knees. And then we discovered that Darius's pants were just elastic drawstring. So people kept coming up behind him and yanking his pants down, and he'd be like, "Hey," and he'd go to pull his pants up, and we'd tip him over. And we literally pushed him. We walked his ass all the way to the end zone. And, it was a whole ass crowd, people taking pictures and stuff. But that's how we got Darius across the end zone, was literally pantsing him and tipping him over. And he got really, really belligerent about it and said, "There needs to be a rule that you can't pull people's pants down." Oh, and we almost killed Derek. He got caught between a Brett and Omar sandwich. You heard me describe how big Brett is. Omar was only a half step smaller than him, and they both ran trying to get to Derek at the same time. And Derek's like my build, but skinnier still. He's maybe a $160 soaking wet, right? And they both slam into him, and he shoots straight up in the air like a bar of wet soap out of your hands and just hits the ground head first and crumples there. And we're like, whoa, shit, that's it. We killed somebody. Game over, guys. We don't get to do the party anymore. Somebody's dead. Then you're like, oh, like he's alive. It's good. He's not dead. So we stationed somebody beside him because we were worried he had a concussion, so we made sure somebody stayed there with a mirror to make sure he was breathing, and and if he stopped breathing to let us know. And then we went back to playing our games because we were drinking heavily. It wasn't as crazy as last year. Last year we did motel jousting, where you have those luggage carts in motels for moving the luggage around. We got those luggage carts and we all piled onto them, and then we got trash can lids and flagpoles, and we jousted down the hall at each other. And yeah, that was pretty nuts. So we liked it so much, we made a sport out of it, and we all made shields and jousting lances and went back to the hotel next year, drank a whole bunch of Mike's Hard Lemonade, and we did full motel jousting, sponsored by Mike's Hard Lemonade. And it's actually on the internet. If you search full motel jousting, you'll see us flying down the hallways, slamming into each other. I think that's the only stupid thing I've ever done that made it onto the internet. We knocked one person's tooth out and we gave another girl a black eye, and we all had a blast. One guy said, one guy like stuck his head out into the hallway and then closed the door. And later we talked to him. He's like, yeah, my wife's like, I think they're jousting in the hallways. She said, well, go check. So he opened up the door, right went right by me. Yep, they're jousting in the hallway. Here, let me see if I can find it real quick. Hang on. No, not Full Metal, Full Motel. YouTube. Tell you what, can we find it on YouTube? What? You're done. Oh, that's not fair. Oh. So yeah, we did that a lot. The best parties, guys. The best parties. I think I'm going to have to re-gear my units to do this ice golem fight. I'm going to set it up and just set it up for repeat. And then tomorrow I'm going to try to build up a stronger team and go higher up into it. I only need to get another 800 points, give or take, to be where I need to be. So I'll just set this to auto horribly and slowly. Oh God. I'm going to use RSL Helper. Where's RSL Helper? I know I fired it up. Where is it? Hello, RSL Helper. Yes, launch, damn it. I'm going to tell my mom we should do that when we go to Calgary. It's already running? Well, oh, good Lord, there it is. Okay, let me see. Auto refill to this is slow enough. I can just tell it to use all the resources, use auto sell. That's fine. This is fine. And number of runs. Let's do 40 max. Start. Oh no. Oh no. Anybody else had troubles with RSL Helper? No, I guess we'll use the auto battler until I get that shit figured out. Do at least 49 runs. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to go get some sleep, and I will join you guys tomorrow. We'll do more Epic 7 tomorrow. We'll try to get Hall of Trials figured out. And hopefully I will be done with this Fusion or this Titan event. Very, very close to that last soul that I need. All right, guys. Thanks for being here and for hanging out with me while I chill with a little bit of raid and while I talked about my crazy days of sin and debauchery. Let's see. Let's find somewhere to raid you guys off to. There we go. This guy's doing live arena. I haven't done that yet, so I want to see what it looks like. And by guy, I mean girl. Have fun at Nicolaus Raid, and I will catch you guys tomorrow. Thanks again for being here. You guys have a great rest of your day or night. I'm going to bed. I'm going to go check out that picture of Lionheart Sirmia that lives behind my eyelids. Have a good one, everybody.
Oh, jeez. I have it already, though. I was watching a video. Yo! TristenWulf coming in with the raid.